Hey guys, welcome back to Broke Boys Armory, and today you're actually in my garage. I just didn't feel like bringing the tripod inside. So, what we're going to talk about today, Taurus PT92. For those who don't want to stick for the whole video, here's the long short. I have between 2,000 and 2,500 rounds through it. It had very little malfunctions. Only malfunctions it did have were ammo related because every 9 mil that day malfunctions with that ammo. And then it wood grips not that great. I got into it for around 300. It was a good deal on my part. Actually, I paid exactly 300 with taxes and everything. Bought it used. I think it's a good deal. There's nothing really else to say. I kind of like the gun. I don't really plan on getting rid of it. I have a Beretta 92 FS, and this is basically the same thing. Although I will, it's just as smooth. It's just as slick. For those who are looking for, maybe they don't have a Beretta or you have one like me already, and it's just you want something else that you can kind of bring to the range, because my Beretta is more my show pony. I don't bring it out to the range all too much because I like it. I don't want to damage it, but this Taurus I don't really give much care about. Oh yeah, and on the last note, I did hand polish the slide myself, so if you guys are looking at that feature, I think they do make polished slides, but that one was done by me. So alright guys, that's all I really have for the intro, and let's get into the meat and guts of the video. So let's start it up. Without further ado, the PT92 is actually a Beretta made clone, if that makes any sense. So real quick, the history. In the 1970s, Beretta manufactured the 92 for the Brazilian military. So they had a factory and trained craftsmen, there you go. They had a trained workforce, had the factory, had the tooling, and in the 1980s, when the contract was over, Taurus bought that factory, bought all the workforce, the tooling, everything, and started producing these. So they're actually like Beretta 92s, just PT 92s made by Taurus. With that being said, and the amount of rounds that we have for this gun, like I said, 2,000 to 2,500, it's butter smooth. Trigger's real slick, slides real slick. We don't really have any complications with it. It shoots just as well as my Beretta 92 FS, and the main difference between those two is the decocker. Obviously this has a polished slide by me, like I mentioned earlier, but I don't know, this gun is real slick. The wood grips I do not like. They're really too slick. I would like to replace them with like G10 or maybe some kind of different type of grips, preferably G10, because that's like a really good gripping material. Shoots pretty accurately, as most of you would imagine. I got into this gun at a really good price too. This is the last thing I really want to talk about. I feel like that I got a steal on the gun. I bought it used. I bought it at a local pawn shop here, and I got it for 300 cash. They taxes and everything, out the door 300. Because they did me a deal on that one. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know how much they had into it, but it was a pretty worn slide. The bluing was pretty worn on it from holster wear, obviously from years of carrying and drawing, but it shoots just fine. And I polished up the slide. Took me about a couple days to polish the slide. I didn't really need. I was going to polish the feed wrap and everything, but it didn't really need it. The trigger was nice. The amount of rounds, like I said, just makes this thing butter smooth, so it's like polished itself. All right, guys. So that's all I really got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry about the lack of content lately. I have other things in the works. I've just had a lot going on recently, and it's hard for me to get out to the range, but you guys will see the new video series is going to drop hopefully next week, as long as everything goes to plan. Should be dropping a new video series next week that I'm probably going to continue for the duration of my channel. I did a live stream briefly and mentioned it, but it will be a precision rifle series for rimfire specifically, because I got a new rimfire rifle for precision PSR shooting, and I got it to a good deal, and I really want to document my journey from start to finish. But enough on that. That wraps up today's video. I hope you guys have a good one, and I won't be slacking on any more of the content. We're going to be getting it out there to you guys, and hopefully some more live streams too. So I'll talk to you guys later in the next one.